The watch ought to offend no man, and it is an offense to say a man against his will.
Well, master, I hear my charge. Let us go sit here upon the church bench till 2, and then all to bed.
Yeah, one word more.
Theater in New York, and certainly in America, is split down the middle right now, where there is a body of work that is established as being good, and therefore people want to produce it so that they can get money off it, get butts and seats, because everybody knows what Hamlet is, and everybody understands that it is a cultural event to see Hamlet. There's also a whole other body of work that is about what's happening right now, and what do we need to pay attention to right now, both politically and aesthetically and philosophically. What's hot? Our company is unique in asking what is the same about both of these bodies of work. How can you look at something that's hot and know whether or not it has the potential to be hot 50 or 100 or 2,000 years from now? It's about what is extant and what can be extant, what has endured and what will endure. My name is Greg Taubman, and I'm the artistic director of Extant Arts Company, and I'll be directing our production of Much Ado About Nothing in the parks this summer.
Shall we go prove what's to be done?
I wait upon your lordship.
Wonderful, great journey. Much Ado About Nothing is the play that doesn't need to happen. All comedies deal more or less with lovers overcoming obstacles in order to marry. And in the first act of Much Ado, what we have is not a single goddamn obstacle. We have people who love each other, who are able to get married, and people who don't and don't want to. And that's fine. So the nothing of this play becomes something because of the flawed and fallible nature of its characters. Beatrice and Benedick are those people who are so into each other and who drive each other so crazy that they don't even recognize that they love each other until their friends go out of their way to point it out.
Ready. By my troth, I am exceeding ill, hey-ho.
For a hawk, a horse, or a husband.
Oh, God help me. God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Even since you left it, doth not my wit become me rarely?
It is not seen enough. You should wear it in your cap. By my troth.
The villain of Much Ado, Don John, is not Iago. He wishes he were Iago. Don John isn't smart, isn't good at what he's doing. All he exists to do is say, I want to make trouble. And what enables him to make trouble is the young lover, Claudio, is so beautifully, humanly insecure that he doesn't believe he's worthy of the love of Hero and falls for every excuse to believe that she doesn't actually love
from
him.
a great supper. The prince your brother is royally entertained by Leonato, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve for any model to build mischief on? What is he for a fool that betroths himself to unquietness?
Marry, it is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio?
Even he.
Oh, a proper squire.
Good. Hold there. So now let's add to this the knowledge that in our production, Claudio is a total hipster. He wears the skinny jeans and listens to bands that you don't even know exist. So what does it mean for that guy to be exquisite?
That my brother likes this total douche.
Great, so I want to hear all of that, everything that you're about to say, in the most exquisite Claudio. We put on Shakespeare because it's fun. We put on Shakespeare because we like to do it. But most importantly for Extant Arts Company, we put on Shakespeare because we're trying to communicate something. With this production, we're trying to communicate the ways in which women are treated differently from men, to communicate that you can be in love and not know it, and that's okay. To communicate that you can be in love and know it and petrified of the person you're in love with, and that's okay. We put on Shakespeare in the park in order so that audiences can come together and enjoy a momentarily keenly observed and presented notion of what it is to be a human, to see yourself in someone else, and to see someone else in you. That experience only gets deeper and more profound and more enjoyable the more different from you those people are. Have you ever had a great time where something really meaningful to you happened? Have you ever been at a party where the person that you really need to say the right thing to you says the right thing to you? That's the experience that theater can recreate for people. And right now, the only people who get to have that experience are the people who can afford to pay far too much for it, or who need to have it paid for in order to see it. So with our summer shows, what we're doing is we're trying to give that experience to anyone and everyone, whether they can afford it or not, but make it accessible to the people who can't, to the people who don't get to go watch the greatest actors of a generation in the most famous houses in the city, make them feel that way. We're doing this for them, and we need your help to do it.